Welcome to the Branding Room Only podcast, where we share career stories, strategies, and lessons learned on how industry leaders and influencers have built their personal brands. Now, let's get started with the show. Hey everyone, welcome back to Branding Room Only. It's your host, Paula T. Edgar, and today I'm doing something a little different. Usually you hear me sharing strategies, lessons, or conversations with my amazing guests that get you thinking about your personal brand in fresh ways. And sometimes I bring you reflections from my keynote presentations or my workshops. But today I want to take you behind the curtain. I get asked all the time, Paula, I know you talk about personal branding, but how do you actually work with people one-on-one? And the truth is, I don't always break that down publicly. So this episode is me giving you that answer. I want to share with you the why, the what, and the how of my personal branding strategy sessions, why I created them, who they're for, and what people walk away with, because I've seen these sessions truly change the game, truly, for so many professionals. And you may have been thinking for a while as a listener, maybe I should do this. And if that's the case, I want you to consider this episode your invitation. So let me start with a question. When people talk about you in the rooms that you're not in, are they saying what you want them to say? You can be excellent. You can hit every target, bill every hour, deliver on every project. But if people don't know how to talk about you, if they don't know what to come to you for, or if your name isn't the one raised when opportunities come up, then you are leaving opportunities on the table. And I don't want that for you. That's why I created my personal branding strategy sessions, to help you get clear, intentional, and confident about how you show up, both inside your workplace and in the larger world. Many of you know that I used to be a coach. People refer to me still as Coach Paula, but I decided that I wanted to expand my offerings to doing keynote presentations and workshops and not coaching. However, people wanted to have my personal branding strategy eye on them and what their trajectory was. And this is my offering that responds to that. So who is it for? Let me paint you a picture. These are for folks who are mid-level or senior in their careers, definitely not new. People who already have strong skills and track records, but know they're not fully maximizing their visibility or their influence. Maybe you're a lawyer on the partnership track. Your work product is excellent, but you know you're not visible to the people who are making the decisions. Maybe you're a senior associate or counsel who's been grinding for years, and then one day you look up and think, wow, nobody outside of my small circle really knows who I am. Or maybe you are already a partner and you just need a kick in the butt, a catalyst to help you get started again with thinking about your brand and your business development. Or perhaps you're in-house and you're frustrated with being seen as just legal. You want leadership to see you as a strategic partner. Or you might be in transition, moving firms, shifting practice areas, or coming back into the market after a break. Or maybe you were laid off. You need to reposition without starting over. And then there's some of you who love your job but want more. More speaking engagements, to be considered for a board seat, or simply to have your expertise recognized more broadly. And for some of you still, it maybe is that you've never prioritized your brand before. You've been focused on the work, and now you're ready to focus on your personal brand. If any of that feels familiar, then you're exactly who I designed these sessions for. So now I know what you might be wondering. Do I need to have it all figured out before I book? No. That's the point of the session. That's the point of this process. You don't need a 10-year plan. I mean, it'd be great if you had one. But you need to know now that you're ready to move, or at least stop standing still. And I'll help you clarify what movement looks like for you at this stage. So is this just a LinkedIn review? Absolutely not. Yes, LinkedIn is a part of it because, I love LinkedIn. And whether you like it or not, that is your digital home. It's their handshake before you even meet somebody. It's what they go to find out more when they're even a little interested. So I'll help you sharpen your headline, update your about section, and align your profile with your goals. But this is much bigger than LinkedIn. This is how you position yourself everywhere, how you show up in meetings, how you ask for feedback, how you communicate, how you expand, and how you nurture your network. So you might be thinking, what if I already know my strengths? Perfect. Good. Then we'll focus on your blind spots, missed opportunities, and the small but powerful tweaks that can take you from good to unforgettable. My mother used to say to me, are you the wind or are you the leaf? And these sessions help you step into being the wind, to directing your brand and not drifting with whatever others assume or want for you. What you want for you is what's priority. So the process, here's how it works. Step one, once you book, you'll get a short pre-session survey and a calendar link to reserve our 75-minute live session. The survey should only take about 10 minutes, but it's powerful. Clients often tell me they have several aha moments just by filling it out because it forces you to think, how do I describe myself? How do others describe me? Where do I want to go next? Where have I gotten stuck? In addition, you can also send me 15 brand assets, documents, or links that you want me to review. That might be your LinkedIn profile, definitely should be that. Your firm bio, your organizational assets, a resume, a business development plan, a career plan, a board application, even a pitch deck. People have sent me all kinds of things, but these things help me get a fuller picture of how your brand is showing up right now. And the survey helps me to think about where it is right now and where you're going. Then step two is we meet for a one-on-one 75-minute action-packed session. And this is where the magic happens. I'll walk you through my 5 brand pillars, thinking about your work product, the feedback you received, your communication style, how you show up, definitely how you show up, and your network. And we dig deeply into each of those things. Let me give you some examples. I work with a partner who thought her brand was strong because her work was excellent. And that's like the baseline, right? You have to have an excellent work product. But when we dug into the feedback she'd received, she realized that she wasn't really asking for feedback. She didn't know truly how senior leadership actually viewed her. And that was a huge gap. So together we built her a personalized personal brand action plan. And within months, she had visibility she'd never had before. Another client was an in-house lawyer who realized that she was undercutting herself in introductions, which folks often do, unfortunately. Every time she introduced herself, she minimized both her expertise and even her affiliations. She wasn't really thinking about how she showed up and what she wanted to say. So in the session, we rewrote her introduction. And the next week, she tried it at a meeting, and suddenly her colleagues were paying attention, leaning in, asking her questions, and treating her like the authority she actually is. So it might seem like a small shift, but it had huge impact. There's tons of other stories. I've been doing this now as an offering for over a year. So let me get to step 3. After our session, you don't just walk away with your notes, but you should be taking notes during the session. I send you, usually in a few weeks, a tailored, customized personal brand action plan. It's not a generic handout. It is your plan. The resources that I provide you could include, in addition to the plan, reflection questions, email templates that you can actually send, a networking tracker to keep you accountable. Sometimes I even send scripts for visibility or sponsorship. It's all specific to you, your goals, and your next chapter. So what do you walk away with? 3 things. Clarity. You'll know how to talk about yourself in a way that feels authentic and not awkward, hopefully. Confidence, greater confidence. You'll feel ready to walk into a review, a client pitch, or a networking reception and own your narrative because it won't be something you're just coming up with. It'll be something you've thought about. And you'll leave, like I said, with a customized roadmap. You'll have strategy, a customized personal brand action plan for you. So you're not just inspired, you know exactly what to do, and you'll always have some place to come back to. Yeah, I had a client who told me, I finally know how to describe myself without sounding like I'm bragging. Now, again, we know that I'm not necessarily offended by bragging. I think that we should all get a little bit more out there with our self-promotion strategically, of course. But another person told me, I've been here for years, and now I have a plan, really thinking strategically about getting noticed and networking with people who matter. And most of the people who have done this have said something to the effect of, I feel lighter or I feel equipped because I don't have to guess about this anymore. And that is the transformation. You move from invisible or inconsistent to intentional and impactful. And when you shift like that, people notice. opportunities find you. Y'all know I'm passionate about this. I am passionate about this because I know it makes a difference. It makes change. It is impactful. So here's how you get started. Go to paulaedgar.com. Always go to paulaedgar.com. But if you want to get directly there, paulaedgar.com/personal dash branding. You'll see the details there. And once you reach out, I will send you the next steps. My challenge to you is don't wait. Don't wait until review season. Don't wait until you're already up for promotion. Don't wait until you're polishing your resume. Do it now. So when these moments come, you're already positioned, you're already visible, you're already confident, you're already prepared. And I will leave you with this. Your personal brand is happening whether you manage it or not. People are already describing you, recommending you, or deciding whether or not you're ready. You can leave that to chance, or you can take the lead. So if you're ready to stop blending in and start showing up on purpose, book your personal branding strategy session today at paulaedgar.com/personal branding. And listen, even if you're not ready right now, you probably know someone who is. We all do. Share this with them because the biggest gift you can give someone is helping them to step into their power and to be seen. I cannot wait to work with you or your friends to help get clear, confident, and ready for whatever's next. Until next time, I'll see you in the branding room. Bye, y'all.